You've probably heard people say automatic watches feel special, but are they actually worth it for a first watch? And why do some people say they'll never go back to quartz? Hi, I'm James, founder of Swan Edgar, and I'm here to talk through how to buy your first automatic watch. So what does automatic actually mean? An automatic watch is powered by the movement of your wrist, not the battery. A tiny mechanical engine strapped to your arm, most notably characterized by the sweeping seconds hand with the smooth action, not the tick, 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 stop-start nature of a quartz movement. It's key to note mechanical watches are comprised in two categories. One is manual, which is where you wind the crown to power the movement, and the other is automatic, which you can also power the movement using the winding of the crown. But in addition to that, there's a weight at the back of the movement that moves with your movement, therefore powering the watch and winding the engine, which is the mainspring, which is the power source. And so why do people fall in love with automatics? Well, first you have the ritual, putting it on each morning, feeling it come alive on your wrist. It feels more alive compared to electronics. There's a reason people say mechanical watches have soul. The engineering and craftsmanship of hundreds of tiny components, some just a few microns large, working together with no electricity. Art and engineering on one's wrist will likely ignite conversations and new connections in life. No battery replacements are also required, considering there's no battery. I wore quartz for years and it was just fine. The first time I wore an automatic, however, something changed. It just felt different, alive. Analog in a digital world is romantic, but also quite rare. So what should you look for when buying your first automatic watch? Size and comfort is key. If it feels too heavy or too big after 10 minutes, it will annoy you forever. Here, lug to lug, width and case thickness are key indicators over just the case diameter itself. Ultimately, proportionality is key. Now, the good thing with e-commerce today and trusted brands is that the return process is often seamless. So if it's not quite right, you can typically just return it. Then you have the movement. Go for something proven. Japanese are great value for money. You have some absolute workhorses in this category, such as Seiko, example NH35, and the Miyota 9015. Swiss are a little bit more expensive, very strong performers of course, and you have Sellita at the entry level with the SW200, very highly reliable and precise. The watch you choose is an expression of you. You may not be comfortable with this, but it is indeed true. Then you have the important matter of budget. How much should you spend on your first watch? Now, you don't need to spend thousands. The sweet spot really is around 200 to 800 pounds for a good watch. Now, what are the common traps when buying your first automatic? Well, first, don't buy the biggest watch you can. Bigger does not mean better. Now, you don't need to buy based on just specs alone. Ultimately, you need to like the look and the feel of the watch. Now, don't panic about accuracy. Automatics lose and gain a few seconds a day. That's very normal. You will almost never be in a situation where you'll need to be accurate to the exact second, so it should not be a big problem. Now, I would highly recommend purchasing from a brand with a strong reputation for exceptional customer services. I think finding and researching the online reviews of the brand are a really good indicator, and Trustpilot is a very good source for this. Now, your first automatic watch does not need to be your forever watch. It just needs to be the one that makes you understand why people love these things. It is the gateway drug into a large and wonderful universe. If you're buying your first proper watch, buy the one that makes you want to keep it forever. That's the real test. Let me know in the comments how you have approached buying your first automatic watch. Please subscribe if you're keen to learn more. And next up, we're talking about what actually makes a good watch and what doesn't. For now, thank you all for watching. From myself, James, and the Swan Edgar team.